And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everyone doing? Welcome to my 𝗵𝗶𝘁 Decide Global Live Chat Series. I've been doing this for I stopped counting, but since I was in Hong Kong traveling and then Japan and China and so on. So, and right now I'm live streaming from Ontario, Canada. And my name is Karen. I'm the host, last name Chuck. And I am so privileged to be having amazing fellow global business partners coming to my platform to share their journey with you, because all of us found this crazily amazing patent global online business opportunity we have to share with everyone around the world. And before we hop online, we were just saying that, it's like we both like sashimi as an example. And then if we found a wonderful premium, luxurious 𝗪𝗵𝘁𝗄 Japanese restaurant, we can't stop sharing. We just can't, because it's so good. But it doesn't mean that it would fit for you, because you might not like sashimi. But for those of you who like sashimi, or for those of you who's looking for a global online business opportunity, stay tuned, listen. And if you're watching replay, enjoy and mark down all the nuggets that you'll be getting from this conversation. So, Eilene, thank you so much for coming to my global live chat platform. Welcome. And I have a lot of questions to ask you on behalf of our global audience. But first off, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to be with us and be ready to share what you have found. And maybe just to start off, you can share with our global audience a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? And maybe, just start from that.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's truly an honor to be here, to be part of this conversation. And we are global, we are streaming live right now, so it makes me, a little bit nervous and also excited at the same time to share my story. And also, hello to everyone who are joining us today from different parts of the world. Hello, everyone. So, I am a wife. And I am a mom of three boys with autism. My eldest is turning 13 next month, and the twins, they're turning 9. So I have three boys. I am the queen in our house, actually.
Wow.
So these three boys, my amazing boys, they have taught me more love, more patience, and more resilience, more than any textbook ever. Yeah. So much more of what I am doing right now is rooted to my desire of not just to provide for them, but also, more importantly, to be present for my family, especially to my three boys who needs me most, because of their, they have special needs. And nursing is what I do. I love being a nurse. I can't think of any other profession, other career than being a nurse. It had molded me and really created me to be the person that I am right now. So I will be forever grateful being a nurse. And being a nurse gave me a profession, but my family gave me a purpose.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. You mentioned about being present is so important. And I think a lot of our global audience who are parents and watching now or watching replay can resonate with that. Oftentimes, society taught us to focus on achievement. And achievements oftentimes come with a sacrifice. And a sacrifice on family, sacrifice on time, sacrifice on a lot of things. And with your three boys, they're growing so quickly. I've got two boys. One is 14, the other one is 7. They grow up so quickly. And once they reach a certain level, like every grade is a milestone. And every time they reach a milestone, you're like, oh my goodness, time flies so quickly. I've never witnessed time flying so quickly until I became a mom.
That's right.
Right. And when before being a parent, I think I don't know about you, but I felt like I had all the time in the world.
That's right.
Right. And by witnessing how quickly they grow, it's a very strong reminder to us that time is an asset that is priceless, can never get back. We have to make the most of it. And now you mentioned you love your profession. Have you always wanted to become a nurse?
Absolutely. I cannot, like I've mentioned, I have never, thought of any other career. And I have an aunt who's also a nurse. So I think she was an influence to me. But I was too young then. But I knew that time that she was a nurse, although I don't really know exactly like what a nurse does.
Mm-hmm.
Heard about the word nurse, but I was just 4 years old at the time. But yeah, because I like to care for people
Mm-hmm.
and I like to serve people. So that's why I never thought of any profession more than just being a nurse. So nursing allowed me to do that, to care and serve people.
Wow, you have a very big heart because you have to have a big heart. You have to be very compassionate. You have to have patience and really considerate in order to be a professional registered nurse. And also, the actual journey to become a licensed registered nurse, it's not easy, right? Maybe you can share a little bit about that. Like, how many years did it take you to become a registered nurse? How was the academic grinding like?
It is very challenging. I came to Canada in 2011, and yeah, fast forward now, I became a registered nurse not too long ago because I have actually, when I came to Canada, I work as a healthcare aide, and I'm very proud that I have, started here in Canada with being a healthcare aide because it have taught me a lot of things that I am not used to do when I was working in the Philippines as a registered nurse. So after that, I became a licensed practical nurse here in Canada.
Or maybe you can share a little bit about what does licensed practical nurse mean? Because just in case, because we have healthcare background, but some of the audience might not know.
Yeah, it's just as there are some. They say if you're an RN, so licensed practical nurse, there are just some like professional, responsibilities or tasks that you are not allowed to do. But otherwise, there's just a little, I think, like difference with that. But
Yes.
with being an RN is right now I actually have not any more thought of it before that I would, but the chance came wherein yeah I'm able to do and achieve this career here in Canada. Then I was so grateful to God that I was able to do it.
Mhm.
So yeah.
How many years did it take you to go from not knowing and then now to become like really became a licensed?
Yeah, I work as a licensed practical nurse here in Alberta for I think 10 years. Yeah.
Mm.
But overall, with my nursing from since I started, I think it's already like 25 years in
Wow,
my nursing career. I just
5 years.
realized that recently. Yeah.
Wow, wow. And licensed nursing practitioner have the authority to prescribe, right?
No, that's the nurse practitioner.
Nurse practitioner. Okay, just want to clarify that too. Okay, so 25 years is a long time. It's quarter of a century,
Yeah, that's
and you have to have true passion towards this profession and industry in order for you to do that long, right? And if you had to look at the not so good side of nursing, because obviously you love it, you can help people, you can serve, and you've got a great calling, but if you had to look at the not so good side of nurses, what would you say the top three things are?
well, I think number one, when we are facing so many challenges, because most people would just see, the uniform, the scrap suit, but they don't see the challenges behind that uniform, that scrap suit. So number one is when we are faced with the challenges. For me as a mother, number one is that I'm always feeling torn between caring for my patients and caring for for my family. So it's always there. Like I'm always pulled in two direction because I like choose to take care of my patients so I can provide my family. But there I have also kids at home, waiting for me and are also in need of my care.
Mm-hmm. I see. I see.
And that is from being a nurse mom perspective, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And at work it's the short staff issue that we face. So when we are short staff, it's like, and it does not happen rarely. It's like already the normal thing. So those are one of the
I was
challenges.
gonna say that's the old news, and it keeps coming,
Every
and
day. So
you work
sometimes it's like when a colleague is surprised that we're short staffed, I feel like, oh, you're still surprised that we're short staffed. Isn't this is already
yeah,
the norm? And yeah, so but the thing is we are able to, deal with it. As a nurse, we are very, very flexible, and we have to be resilient to whatever is happening. We have to keep moving because there are patients, relying on our care. And
yeah,
third, I would see is, dealing with, the problems, not just with the patients, the residents, and also dealing with other problems while you are at work,
yeah. Like a lot's coming at
dealing
you.
with other, also like, not just the patients.
Yeah, yeah. And do you currently work at hospital setting, or you work at private clinic settings?
Hospital setting, it's our rehabilitation. Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's hospital, we all know the funding cuts it's
Yeah.
always never ending, and when it comes to funding cuts, it affects the staffing, affects the bottleneck, and it's just a trickle effect, domino effect that affects patients, right? And in a way, we know that because healthcare professionals by default are very, very um, responsible people. No matter how crazy the circumstances are, they will still, step in and make sure that patients get taken care of. But
Yeah.
one thing that often happens is that they are not the one being taken care of, because burnout is real, physical stress is real, mental stress is real, and until someone get hit by any of the above, then goes on. The show still goes on. It's just that you have to have all hands on deck, and that's the reality. That's very challenging and upsetting,
Yeah,
right?
and most of the time, like the nurses are not acknowledging. It takes how many years before you acknowledge that you already, reached that burnout
Yeah,
like stage. Yeah. So burnout is really, very, very challenging because as mom as well, once your shift is done in a hospital, you clock out, but you're clocking into another
yeah,
shift when
yeah,
you get home.
yeah.
So it's like
24 hours shift. Moms are always 24 hours shift.
that's correct.
And I wanted to mention that, because we're all humans, and when stress affects any healthcare professional, is going to increase the risk and patient safety, right? So all in all, it's not the best way to manage a sustainable healthcare system. So I wanted to ask you, how many hours do you currently work in a week?
So from working nights, that's an 8-hour shift. So I no longer working nights right now by choice. So because I want to focus more on doing.
How was it before? Well, before you made that smart choice, how many hours did you work
I
on
started
average?
working like, four days in a week, and then I shifted to nights, which has like three shifts. But it's hard for nights, even if it's just three
Yeah,
nights in a week. It's hard because you have to adjust. You have to
clock.
be awake after a night shift. As a mom, you have to be awake,
Mhm,
to attend to your kids. So there's challenges in terms of, your the amount of sleep that you need to get.
mhm.
So from working that three nights per week, now so I decided not to work nights anymore. So I already gave it up. Now with this, I'm working casual now. I'm only working casual as an RN. So that means working casual is like you will just pick up a shift whenever, like if it works for you. So to be, I want this, what I'm doing now is to work for me and not the other way around. So I chose to have less nursing, more of motherhood this time. Less nursing, more motherhood, and more of building this opportunity that's what's given to me.
Okay,
Helping people. Yeah.
that's amazing. And again, because we both have healthcare background, also hospital background, I think we need to repeat what you just said. What you said was that you used to work 3-day shift plus 3 night shift in a week. So that's roughly like 8 hours per shift, right? Right? So
Mhm.
about 48 hours, subtract your lunch hour. And you had to manage the time, the biological clock difference and all that. But now you have the flexibility and the, how should I put it? You have the right. You could choose. You could choose when you want to work. Casual is whenever a hospital has a schedule. Say, hey, you know what? These 2 time slots, I need somebody. And then casual pool of nurses would say, okay, I can pick up that one, or I can pick up that one, or I could just say, I don't want to pick up any shifts. That's casual. And
Yeah.
that's the power of choices. Like, how many people would love to have the power of choices? Drop a heart. I see some hearts here. See, the
Yeah.
power of choices is so important, because if we want to attend to our kids' needs, we can just drop whatever we need to do and choose to attend to our kids' needs, as opposed to, I heard from a lot of nurses, especially, the same sentiment, that they care about their patients as they're caring for their patients, their immediate family members, their children, their spouse, their parents, they need their help, but they're tied down. They can't go attend to their needs. Meanwhile, they're attending to the patient's needs. So that's the struggle, the internal struggle, that pretty much 10 out of 10 nurse I spoke to share the same sentiment.
Yeah.
So
But
this,
sorry.
like
what I've said earlier, like I love nursing because it really molded me into the person that I am and the kind of mother that I am. I use that being compassionate now to my children, being more patient, exposure, my experience with taking care of dementia people, because I've spent more of here when I came to Canada, I spent taking care of more on the aged, the old people, the ones that have dementia. So I have learned all of those skills that I've learned taking care of this when I have my children, being more resilient and more patient, more compassionate. So I'm very grateful, with all those experiences in nursing. But then when you become a mother, your priority changes. So so when you become a mother, in my case, most of the time I experience being pulled in 2 directions, right? So I want to provide, so I have to go to work.
Yes.
And here I have to be present
Yes.
because there are 3 kids and my family needs me more. So which direction will I choose, right?
Yep.
So until you get so exhausted with
Mhm.
that feeling, with that emotion.
And notice that this applies more to moms. I'm not saying that it doesn't affect dads, but mostly moms, because by nature, or by the way, we were created, we're supposed to attend to our children. And because the cost of living is so high, now many families need to have minimum 2 household income, if not more, to keep up with everything. I don't know about Alberta, the gas prices. I just stopped looking. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is like crazy. I don't know how much it costs in Alberta, but I think across the board we see the inflation, affecting everybody. We see the cost of living. We see, I don't know about dads, but I think moms are very, very attentive to the unit price. So when I see something that used to be 99 cents, now it's like $2.39. And I would share with my husband, did you know they just inflate the price like so much? You remember that back in the days? And then he would always say, you said it, back in the days, right? and now everyone just raises their prices to keep up with everything. Just if there is no additional stream of income, then something got to lose, which is like not being able to attend to our family needs, but focusing on providing, right? And that's a challenge for a lot of professionals too.
That's where it becomes more challenging if you are a mom, because of course you would want to work more for you to earn more, right? So more hours away means more income, but that means less time for your kids, for your families.
Right.
So it's very challenging.
And then with Alberta, how's the income tax bracket like?
I don't mention anymore. I honestly don't.
Well, in Ontario, the more we make, the more we pay, right? So I just remember paying 56% plus of my income. And then I often ask myself, okay, I'm taking on more projects. I'm earning more for the organization, like in unprecedented trajectory, but yet I'm getting taxed more and more as I climb up the corporate ladder. I'm like, this doesn't make logical sense. I often ask that question. And as entrepreneurs, it's the other way around. Entrepreneur, you get your top line revenue, then you subtract all your business expenses, then you have your net profit, which is then taxable. And notice nobody taught us this in like schools. Unless you have expressed interest in business, then you learn about it. It's not, I mean, to me, I feel like there could be some unintentional, and I want to say it clearly, but truthfully, there's some unintentional missing of information sharing or teaching, right?
That's correct.
And I find that if kids are taught younger about this whole concept of being entrepreneur, and then given the support on creativity, this world would be so much more impressive and amazing than everybody's just going through the same motions, grinding, and then realize. And I'm sure you can attest to this. A lot of patients, when they reach a certain age, or even maybe at their deathbed, right, they would share their regrets. They would share the regrets about, I wish I didn't work that many hours. I wish that I didn't take on that project when my boss told me to take it on. I wish that I could spend more time with my kids. I wish that, I wish and wish and wish and wish, right? And to your point, because a lot of time we're stuck. We have to provide one way or the other. There's no balancing act here. Like work-life balance, I don't know. It's a saying, but how many of us are actually exercising that work-life balance, right? I know that in Ontario, there's this, I don't know if we call a legislation or it's like a loose law maybe, where if the company that you work for reach out to you after hours, then they're subject to penalty, by the government. But then again, if someone is relying on this job to provide to the family, you think that someone would report the fact that they were asked to attend to work matters after hours? I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
Right? So I think that's where the challenge is. So then at what point did you start thinking about alternative business or alternative income stream?
It started with I did not actually realize that I was looking for something like to help me, earn while I take care of my kids. But then eventually, because I was curious when I saw something, curiosity actually opened doors for me.
Yeah.
And into something that I didn't know. Like what you said, we didn't know that something is on the other side of that door. And, we were not informed. There were missing informations that we missed for how many years. That
Yes.
happened to me. I thought I was not looking for something. So with my kids, behind my mind all the time. So then when I saw this opportunity, when I saw this online business through a friend of mine who is also a registered nurse here in Alberta.
Mm-hmm.
So curiosity, really. That's why I said, being curious will bring you to something. Do not underestimate curiosity.
Oh,
Because
100%. 100%.
because for me, that curiosity had opened a huge door for me to see an opportunity that will help me, that had answered my prayer.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I answered my prayer from that challenge that I'm feeling every day between going to work, provide,
Fighting. Yeah.
uh, being present for my kids. So now I don't have to experience that pulling into two directions because I can do both. I
Yeah.
can be present and I can provide for them at the same time. Although it takes time because it's not, you don't plant a seed now and tomorrow it's already a tree bearing fruit. It takes time. It's not an easy, quick, rich thing. But then, yeah, only curiosity. And then I kept asking questions and that willingness for me, to learn.
Mm-hmm.
What is this thing? Why have access to this? Why I don't know this? That there's thing existing. And of course, like if they are
With you. Someone agree with you.
having
Or
their,
someone been watching a
having
live and saying, "Hey, I'm in. I'm in." See.
if they are having this opportunity, then I ask myself, why not me?
Exactly.
Because I have a why, my children, of course, for everything of what I do now. Then I started asking another question because I'm curious, no. So I said, why not me?
Yep.
Because they are enjoying these privileges, this kind of income while they are at home caring for their kids. Well,
Mm-hmm.
why not me? So
Yeah.
I took one step forward.
Mm-hmm.
I gave myself the chance, to learn and to know, is this, because it's too good to be true, like, because we don't know this, right? We have to
Yes.
know if it's real, if it's legit, and
Yes.
we can share this. Because more importantly, in everything that we do, it's not just about money, it's
Mhm.
about serving people.
Yes.
Serving people, number one, because when our hearts tells us to serve, then we will have, the blessings will come to us.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's what is this, that's how I started, from curiosity, and it led me and opened me doors. And now I'm seeing that opportunity which I have not seen when I was in nursing school, and I was, learning all these things in school. But that had prepared me. That is also important, whatever you have, learned before in
Oh,
school,
absolutely.
to
Yes.
today. So where I am right now, so I'm very grateful for the experiences. But yeah, I said that the curiosity, that, Alien thinking, they're enjoying her cup of coffee and thinking, why my friend can earn like this, and I'm just sitting here scrolling on my phone and I'm not earning. I have never thought that I can earn through my phone. you know
Yeah.
Things like that. So yeah, it better brought me to where I am. I know I have not arrived yet to where I want to be, but I'm no longer where I was.
Yes. And that's the key thing, right? We want to keep growing, keep evolving to be the better version of ourselves and not to stay stagnant at the same spot for
Mhm.
decades and decades and decades until we die. We're like, okay, what have I done with my life? Have I done what I should to become the best version of ourselves, right? And having that open mind is so important because, like you said, we were never made aware of opportunities like this. It's almost like we're the little frogs inside the deep well, right? We're like, oh, we love our well, the water is good, the temperature is great, and all is well. But then little do we know that there's a much bigger, grander world outside. So it's only when we're curious about it, then we'll be able to explore bit by bit. Then you see the new horizon that's beyond our wildest imaginations, right? And you did say it's too good to be true. When you said that, it reminded me of the prayer that I made the night before I was made aware of this opportunity. The night before, I said to the Lord, because I'm a Christian, I said to the Lord, I've seen professionals from all over the world making a killing off the online space. I said, I want to learn more about it because I actually research about how do you do e-commerce, how do you even do your own branding. I thought of having my own Korean skincare branding, like under my name, and have it all like patent and everything. And but then it just takes a lot of logistics, a lot of capitals, a lot of time and effort. And at the end of the day, you don't even know if the return on investment is going to be what you anticipated. So then when I saw what people are achieving, and I said to God, okay, I want to tap into online business space, but I don't want to deal with products. I don't want to deal with customers. I don't want to deal with shipping. I don't want to deal with da. It's almost like I list out all these things. And then I said to God specifically, I know this sounds too good to be true in terms of a prayer, but if something like this exists, please reveal to me. Because if anybody who knows, it has to be you. And then the very next day was when I was doing consulting discussions with a local luxuries real estate company. And then one of the leader mentioned just out of the blue, online business. And I said, hey, wait, pause our discussion. Just tell me more about the online business. And then the rest was history. I speed learn everything. And then I really assess, because I'm a very analytical person. I analyzed the patent compensation model. That's what caught my attention. I'm like, this is gold. This in and of itself,
exponential calculation,
compounding paid out. I'm like, wow, this is exactly what I pray for. I don't have to deal with products. I don't have to deal with customers. I don't have to deal with shipping and all these e-commerce. You know how Amazon has e-commerce and the competition is so fierce and they only get maybe $5. Here, we're talking about way, way, way more than that. And again, money is only one factor. What I love so much is about this global, loving, unconditional, selfless servant leadership community. And that's what we like to be surrounded with, because when you surround yourself with like-minded people, positive, optimistic people, you end up being the average of the 5, right? Versus the very pessimistic and always negative, dragging, energy sucking people that you don't want any of that, because life is precious. We have to make the most of it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that your nurse friend shared this opportunity with you, even though you were not looking. And God knows that you needed something to be your backup plan. And then this backup plan turned out to be your plan A. And now you get more time to spend with your kids. Now, how many years have you been in this global online business?
So 2 years now, since the time I discovered it through my friend. But then even if I know her, I think number one is that when you knew someone that doing this, and then because there's already this trust, because it's hard when you see this from somebody who is a stranger to you.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that this person that I knew from long since we actually came together pretty much the same time. I knew her, and I there's already the trust relationship, So I became curious. I started to ask questions. I learned, of course, being skeptical is just very, it's normal.
Yeah.
And I'm the person who would really want that whatever I do is something legit.
Yes.
I am, of course, with us me being a nurse and you with your credentials, you would not want to end up in something
Yeah.
and and sharing this to people, not doing your your due diligence about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I made a step forward, learned it, and there I see, okay, people here, it's registered. They
Yeah.
are doing their T4A here in Canada and their 1099
Stay.
in the States. There's their income statement. So I said, okay, then another step forward. What should I do next? So because curiosity will take you one step forward. And of course, with that comes my courage.
Yes.
After that curiosity, I have to have the courage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another step forward. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, I didn't know all of this, that I have to be, I have to be curious. I know it's just a natural process from the prayer that I made as well to God, because I don't know what to do with my life circumstance, because I felt I was limit. I always emotional when I talk about my life circumstance. So I
Mm-hmm.
felt that I am limited by my life circumstance. But then I did not stop there. I seek for something, and God gave me that answer. So I believe that He gave me this business that I know nothing about, and I didn't know from the first day that I'm capable
Yeah.
of doing it. He gave it to me and put it in my heart for a reason. And I knew He has a plan for me, even if I don't see the whole path yet. But I knew that He gave this business to me as the answer to my prayer.
Yes. Yes. And you know how when you seek, you find. That's what the Bible says, right? And then also, we know that things don't happen to us, things actually happen for us so that it'll propel us to the better destiny that we're meant to be part of,
So
right?
that's why I'm grateful to all the people. That friend of mine who God also used as vessel,
Yes.
a vessel of, because this is a gem that I found, and this is God's answer to my prayer, and this gave me the hope that I thought was out of reach for me, being
Mm-hmm.
a nurse mom with caring for kids with special needs. So it gave me that hope. That's the most important thing that I found here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the income comes second.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I want other nurse moms like me, moms that are also caring for kids with special needs as well,
Mm-hmm.
to see what I have discovered. So because right now I'm working less of nursing, because in nursing, you care so much. You have to be very patient enough and care for these people. So now this is a different kind of caring. So I feel like I never stopped caring. Being a nurse and doing this business, I didn't stop caring, because in this business I still serve.
Yeah.
But the caring is in a different level,
Mm-hmm.
in a
Mm-hmm.
different way, because you sharing this to them and giving these moms the that hope that they never thought that is reachable and doable and attainable. For me, that's a win already. So more than my title, like as a nurse, as RN. So I think that is the purpose that I'm been looking for in my life.
Yes. And it is life changing,
Yeah.
not just to the people you work with, but to the families behind and the family in the family. That's why in this
Yeah.
business, we're able to leave legacy. And it's different from if we work for organization, if we work for hospital, if we have a title, we don't get to leave a legacy and we don't get to impact in the extent that we can here
Yeah.
because it's all global. Right.
With that curiosity, so it opened the door for me to see this global community. So I see beyond the amount of income they earn, I see families being reunited.
Yes.
So when someone tells me that money is not important, I would definitely disagree. That money is the evil of that money is the evil. No,
The
because
vehicle is a tool.
what I want them to understand is that money is just a tool. It's a vehicle
Yes.
because you can reunite families that have not seen each other for many years.
Yes.
People who escaped war from the country
Yep.
because they have that means.
Mm-hmm.
So I have seen this when I was curious, and I have seen people in the global community from struggling three jobs, from a nurse mom, burned out, burned out being working in hospitals, long shifts.
Mm-hmm.
So they saw this option, and they were able to earn more, but they gained their time back. That is very important.
The
And
most valuable asset is time, as we.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they have gained their time back. So
Yeah.
what did money did I mean the income that they were able to get here, it's not just it gave them that freedom, which most of us don't have, the time freedom.
Yeah.
They regain their time back for themselves as well. They have
Yes.
time now to take care of themselves,
Yes.
to enjoy their coffee while it's warm.
Yeah. You don't need to be dictated by the alarm clock. You don't need to be dictated by corporate meeting agenda, back to back. And hey, I see you've got some fans here. Hetty, Hasana, Bella, Acosta, Elia, Netta. They're like, straight for you. Yay. You've
Yeah,
got some fans here.
those are actually like super moms that I know, and some of the people that I have actually met in this business, and the one who introduced me to this business is here as well. So I'm very, very grateful to these people because they have taught me a lot of things, lessons in my life that I have not learned in nursing and while I was practicing as a nurse. So these valuable lessons that I have learned is I want people, I want to share it to other moms like me,
Yeah.
nurse moms, because people will think that when you want more, it's wanting more. They thought of like it's not a good thing. They think that wanting more is like a sin, or you're not too allowed to think of that. You want something more, but you just don't do this for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You always have a why, of why you want to do this thing. So for me, that's my three boys. My husband is there, also included, and my dad in the Philippines as
Mm-hmm.
well. They are my biggest why, and of course myself. Myself, you should always include yourself as the reason behind why you're doing, because most people neglect themselves, not thinking that they will not be able to do and help other people if they don't help themselves first. See?
Yeah. Well said.
So, yeah. So, with all of this, for me, yeah, I saw this community, and they are normal people just like me, regardless of the title. Like, Karen, you are Fortune 10 executive, right? That's a very heavy, a huge title. I was like thinking, what is a Fortune 10 executive? And then I
Yeah.
just thought, wow,
Former Fortune 10, and now I do business and AI strategy. So I do.
AI strategies. And me,
Yeah.
I'm registered nurse, and I have seen people, physicians here. So
Mm-hmm.
people would always ask, one time they asked this physician, you are earning so much. Why are you doing this thing? why are you doing this online business when you're already earning so much? Right?
Yeah.
Then, of course, everybody has their own why. The doctor answered, because I don't want that day when I witnessed my child almost ended her life because I was always not present. I was not there. That
Yes.
hit me so hard.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so people think of money, always think of money like we just want the money. The money is just a tool for us to use. It's just God gave us these resources to use in a very, very, good way to
Mm,
help. So that's why
yes.
if God blesses you, if God bless you, it's not just for us to consume. It is something that we have to share because we have to be a blessing to
Yes.
others. That's why we're blessed, because
Yes.
we need to be a blessing to others.
Yes.
So here, that's what I saw. So more than for people who does not understand this journey, that's okay, because like you said with the sashimi earlier, is it sashimi or sushi?
Yeah.
I forget.
Sashimi. Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Not
Same.
everybody would like that, right? Or
Hmm.
even myself, I would prefer to have something else, which
Hmm.
I don't like as well.
Hmm.
That's okay. That's your preference, right? The
Yeah.
important thing is you know what you know your purpose, and you know why you're doing this, right?
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, for whom you are doing this. So you know where to go. And of course, it's not an easy journey. This is a very challenging journey. But remember that we don't do this alone. You don't have to figure things out by yourself. So here I found a community, a very supportive, not just local community, but I'm talking about 280 something thousand
Global community.
global community. I
Yeah.
was like, I did not know this existed. Where
Hmm.
were I born? Which planet I came from? Yeah, so I'm
And
very
that's why
grateful.
we're boldly sharing on a global live platform because, like you mentioned, we work hard to earn our credentials and our reputations, our experience. If this was not such an amazing opportunity, legit with T4 1099, we wouldn't be so boldly and passionately sharing on a public platform, right? And we're not the only one sharing so boldly and passionately. We've got everybody, like professors, university professors, doctors, accountants, nurses, like pharmacists, everybody, because we have the heart of wanting to share what we found with those who are still seeking alternative solutions.
Yeah.
If you're not seeking alternative solutions, you're fine where you are, then totally fine. Maybe there's someone within your circle who's seeking, who's been searching, and someone who just needed that opportunity to be made known. Then you could be the conduit. You could be the one sharing, and that's why I don't how should I don't stop sharing because you just never know when and how this could benefit the people and the families behind the people.
I
And
agree.
I know we're now at 48 minutes and 31 seconds. So I'm gonna I'm gonna wrap up by asking you this, Aileen. If someone is watching this live or replay, they're curious to know. So, what exactly do you do on this online space you talk about? What would you advise them to do as the best next step?
Yeah. So I am a nurse mom who is very passionate to help overwhelmed nurse moms like me, or working moms, who is especially those caring for children, for kids with special needs, that they don't have to choose between providing and being present. Yeah, they don't have to, because this is an opportunity that I want to share to them, that possibilities exist. Yeah, all they have to do is just to be curious and be open, have an open mind to learn and to explore, because you'll never know, what's on the other side. So for nurse moms and all the hardworking moms who's always feeling torn into different directions, I I encourage you, I want you to have that courage in life to explore, because possible the opportunities is just there. Sometimes it's already in front of you. But because you decide not to look into it,
Mhm.
God is presenting you with the opportunity, the answer to your prayer. It's in front of you. It's just up to you, you know, to decide whether you want to see what God is offering you. Okay. So I want them to be courageous to explore this opportunity and learn. And so going back to our conversation initially, to be curious. So what you need to do, if you're curious, you have to ask questions. Ask better questions this time, you know, and learn about it. If it's a friend you saw, you trust that person, then reach out to that person. Send a message. She's offering you something which you need to see, because she had already discovered. Like me, I already have seen this opportunity. So I'm sharing it to you because I would like to pass on that, opportunity, and I want to serve this population, this nurse mom that have thought that hope is out of reach.
Mhm.
But I want them to think that there is always hope, and they don't have to figure things out by themselves. Ask for help, ask for God's help, ask for guidance. Then you will find it when you seek, when you're sick, when you seek
Mm,
for it, and then you'll find it.
that's right. That's right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so that's what they need to do is, yeah, be open, explore more, and learn about it, because you will not be able to learn one thing in just one day, and everything will figure out. It takes, courage, and just trust the process. Trust that, you're put into this path. There is a purpose. Just take the first step, even if you don't see the whole path ahead, because God is already making his way for you.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
almost like the story of Joseph. For those of you who knows about the Bible, God purposely did not share the whole story with Joseph, and then Joseph would have to be obedient and trust God's faithfulness and just follow the next step and next step. And before you know it, his destiny was there at the end, right? And for those of you who got led to this global live chat through Eilene, if you want to find out more, please visit her website, which is shown right underneath her name. You can register your email address under her website, and then you will receive emails that will inform you about this business. And Aileen, if you have the funnel set up with a webinar that's live, then they will, is it pre-recorded or live webinar for your
um,
setup?
Life.
Live, yeah. So then your audience will be able to go to live webinar and watch the informations of how online business opportunity runs, and then you can follow the steps. Again, if you follow and learn, you'll be able to decide. And that's why the series that I have here is called Believe, See, and Decide. You'll be able to assess on your own and self-select based on what you see. And for those of you who got led to this global live chat through my channel, feel free to go to my website and do the same thing, register your email, and then receive information to help you understand better what this is all about. Okay, so Aileen, I wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to share your story and share your journey. At this global live chat platform, we believe that ordinary people can make extraordinary decisions. And sometimes one conversation, one act of courage, or one small step can open doors we never imagined possible. So thank you to everyone joining us from around the world. We hope tonight's conversation encouraged you to believe in new possibilities, see opportunities around you, and make decisions that align with the future you want to create. And just think ahead, a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, if you made a decision that could change the trajectory of your destiny, would you give yourself a shot? You know how the famous saying that we always miss 100% of a shot that we don't make? So if we don't take the action, we would never know. Could we get 100%, three-point shot? Or if we just stay there and watch from the sideline? The decision is yours and it is your life. So give yourself the opportunity to understand more before you close this opportunity door. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. And we wish you a wonderful rest of the day, afternoon, and evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Thank you and take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.